Mesdames, Messieurs, bonsoir. Bienvenue sur la RCC, Radio Connexion Chrétienne, une radio évangélique qui fait la différence. Non, pas c'est Franck Joseph et c'est toujours un plaisir pour moi ensemble avec nous chaque dimanche après-midi. Et je dis, moi, pas pour compte moi, gagne Madame CJ qui est là. Et là, il va ensemble avec nous, à qui nous disons bonsoir Madame CJ, comment est après-midi?
Bonsoir tout le monde et bonsoir Brother Jay. Moi content pour moi là après-midi parce que semaine qui venir c'est une semaine moi mais apprécié en pile. Thanksgiving week.
Okay, so what are you planning for the Thanksgiving week, Madam CJ?
I'm planning to sleep.
You planning to sleep? Is it the sleep that's spelled SLEEP?
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna be sleeping.
Sleeping.
All right. So you know if you put the ping in it, you will no longer sleep alone.
Yes, sir.
Sleep.
I agree.
Okay.
I
so
agree.
so you're gonna be sleeping.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
Yes.
Woo!
So I know you went out to see Dad earlier. So
Yes.
how was he?
I'm so grateful to see my dad. I don't know if people know, but he is in a nursing home, and I see him very often because I think I'm a daddy's girl, and so I have to go see my boo. Got to go take look at my boo, and then talk to him and and reminisce because I grew up with him in the Bahamas. I was the only one there with him, so we have a lot to talk about. So when I go to see him, I'm very happy. I'm grateful that he is still with us and I'm able to go and see him.
So you said the word grateful.
Yes.
Okay. And the word grateful, we see gratitude.
Yes.
And when we see gratitude, we see being thankful.
Yes.
And you started by saying it's Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
This is the moment, right?
Yes.
And it's American take what the last Thursday of each month or last Thursday
Yes.
of each last Thursday of
November.
Oh, I wish it was each month.
Well, if it was, what would you do, Brother Jay?
I would be sleeping. I would be sleeping, just like you.
Yes.
Okay, so we would be sleeping, right?
Yes. Yes.
So then, Madam CJ, I know you just came from the nursing home to see your dad, and you are thankful and you are grateful the fact that he's here, and you send me a little video of him reciting John 3:16.
Yeah.
Car Dieu a tant aimé le monde qu'il a donné son fils unique afin que quiconque croit en lui ne périsse pas mais qu'il ait la vie éternelle.
Yeah.
Et pour demander, qui côté nous joindre ça dans la Bible? Il dit Jean 3:16.
Yes.
Yes.
Li pa bliel.
Jean 3:16. Alors, à part de Alwe Papa and being a daddy's little girl, first and foremost, how do you feel? Because I could never feel that because I'm a man. All right, I'm a being now I'm a man, but I was a boy. How do you feel being a daddy's little girl? How does that feel as a woman to say I'm daddy's little girl?
I guess you have a special connection, a special connection that's not like any other connection because a relationship between a girl and her father is the first relationship that she's going to experience. And that relationship will allow her to see how the rest of her relationships for the rest of her life with another man is going to be. And so my relationship with my dad, I believe, is so special and so close. And it's a relationship that allowed me to understand what it is to be in a relationship with a man. So he taught me patience. He taught me to be forgiven. He taught me to slow down because he's a very chill person, and I intend to be like on the go and doing things just a little bit, not as much as I used to. I think I've changed a little bit, but the relationship between a father and a daughter, it is so special that you can say that with all the little things that comes with it, you can say that yes, I'm daddy's little girl.
Daddy's little girl. Daddy's little girl.
Yes.
And you seem to be very proud of your dad.
Yes.
You seem to be very concerned about him.
Yes.
And you seems to I know you love your mom as well. You love them both the same.
Yes.
But you talk more about your dad sometimes. And there is this, I could see that connection. So what does that do then as a wife now that you have a husband? How does that relationship that you had with your dad transfer to your relationship with your husband?
Yeah, and that's a great question, which I wasn't prepared for, but I'm just gonna.
All right, let me play some song while you're thinking about it.
You want me to think about it?
Yeah,
No, I could answer. I know I could answer,
All right.
but I can see where, like I said before, that's the first relationship that you're going to experience, and experience a relationship like that with your dad. It's almost like you're in school.
Mhm.
You're learning.
Right.
You're learning how to be a partner, a wife, a supporter. And unfortunately, I can't say that I grew up seeing my mom and dad living together to give me that example.
Right.
But because we kind of grew up, I was with him, because a little bit history is that when my mom took my siblings to America, I stayed back with my dad. So because of that, we grew. We had a really close relationship, and that never stopped, because I think is because he took the role of a mom, because he took care of me. All the things I can remember the first time I had my period.
Oh.
And he took me to the store,
Right.
and he didn't buy me pads.
What did he get?
He bought me napkins.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So it's
Did
like
the napkins work?
they did.
They did.
They
Oh.
did. And then when I went to school,
That's
and I was
special.
that is
He
special.
got you napkin.
It was the first time I had my period.
Wow.
So those are things that I remember from a child, and so that was a connection. He didn't know no better.
Right.
He did not know no
But
better.
you know
I
what?
guess I'm the only person in this world probably
That
their
is-
dad took them to the store and bought napkins.
Trust me.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Trust me. Nothing. Nothing is new under the sky. And trust me, a lot of people are laughing right now because they probably did the same thing.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're able to share that,
Yeah.
it means a lot.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so let's go back to Thanksgiving.
Yes.
What are you most thankful for as we approaching Thanksgiving?
The fourth quarter of this year
Mhm.
is special.
The fourth
The
quarter.
fourth quarter. We're in the fourth quarter of the year.
You might be on football, but go ahead.
Touchdown!
The fourth quarter.
Yeah. That's when you have to do everything so you can secure your position. Crunch time, and got to put that points on the board to make sure
Exactly.
what, this is it. This is
Mhm.
either we win or lose. And you know what? That's a
Fourth
great
quarter.
that's a great analogy.
Yes.
Because in the fourth quarter, as I haven't expressed this yet, but I've been working, as you know, on my business, and I'm doing a lot of things.
Mhm.
And then this fourth quarter for my insurance business, I'm doing a lot of things because January.
Wow. Madam CJ, you're in the fourth quarter right now.
Yes.
Now, can you go back? Because the fact that you're giving thanks to God, and you bring a great point, because the other day you were talking, I think it was in a meeting that we were in, and we asked, what are you most thankful for? And you're like, because you see, God allows us to see the last quarter of the month. And I was like, wow, that was of the year.
Mhm.
I mean, thank you so much.
Mhm.
I said, wow, that was special.
Yes.
That was very thoughtful. So in order to appreciate the fourth quarter to reach to the finish line, tell us a little bit about the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter. For those who are watching and listening, how was those quarters before you? Because you seems to be happy
Yes.
in the fourth quarter, which means that you've been scoring a lot of points.
Yes.
So you're about to win
High
the game.
five.
High five.
Woo.
So you're about to win the game. So then
Yes.
let us know how was the first, how was the second, and how was the third to get you to the fourth quarter.
Well, you know what? When you're preparing for a game, like football, the season doesn't start when the season starts. There is a time of preparation. And they had to go through training, boot camp. They had to watch videos. They had to read books. They had to do all kinds of different things. Am I good? Am I doing really good in football? Let me tell you what.
Really good.
You taught me football.
Trust me, you're doing really good, baby girl. Just go ahead. I'm listening now. Okay.
Yes. So
now you're doing good.
Yes. So with football, the same way with football, it doesn't start during the season. When the season starts, everybody see the season, but it's all the stuff that happened before the season. And so my first quarter was the season. What I knew what division was for the year. So I started the first quarter knowing that at the end of fourth quarter, I'm at the finish line and I'm about to score. So January is when I'm going to take the ball. Well, I'm going to kick the ball. Well, I'm going to throw the ball to my receiver.
Right.
And then the receiver is going to take it, catch it, and he's going to run.
And score the touchdown. Touchdown! Yes! And the Dolphins. Hey, listen, don't mess with my Dolphins. They are 7-3 right now. So,
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. So then, I know, I don't want to call it a secret, but I know, I'm watching you, and I know you're working on other stuff, and I'm not going to spill the beans.
Don't spill the beans.
I'm not going to do it. But, Madame CJ, mes amis, a fait un bon travail. La préparé un bagage extraordinaire. Et franchement, l'heure va arriver qui c'est janvier, si bon Dieu voulait, nous va avoir travail Madame CJ a fait pour le capable et bayon l'autre image dans la communauté haïtienne non et à ça qui relait life insurance. Comprenez parce que c'est un agent mais c'est pas un agent qui était sans travail. Il est toujours chercher pour le qui ça pour le faire pour le capable ouvrir yeux nous plus sous affaire life insurance qui c'est pas yon bagay longtemps nous t'ai pensé de pour dire life insurance c'est la mort
yes.
Mais je ne dis à l'aide de la technologie et information éducation eh bien nous venons apprendre que yon policy assurance pas seulement pour leur mourir mais pendant qu'ils vont vivre ou capable et jouir de lui aussi.
Jouer bénéfice.
Exactement. Yes, Madame CJ. Very good. So then.
Thank you, Brother Jay, for that little advertisement. You did a great job. Thank you.
You know, I didn't do nothing.
Yes, you just.
We're doing it together. And you were right there, and it's like you didn't even know I was gonna ask you. You see, c'est vrai. Mais qui ça comme professionnel? Ouais. Mais qui ça comme professionnel? Ça fait me très fier de vous. Parce que pas même qu'on est qui question nous à le poser. Là qu'on a mon a besoin là écrire question pour poser. Ou paraître là live on the show et puis Madame CJ li déposer, c'est ça. So Madame CJ, speaking of life insurance, what is new in the industry? Anything new?
Well, there's always something. It's not new because it's been there for many years, for almost 100 years.
You always say that.
Yeah, but insurance has been around. The vital things about life insurance we didn't know. They taught us to learn about life insurance is just about death. But with my research, les m'a lire qui gens que l'autre Simon, m'gé une liste de 26 moun qui millionnaire avant you graduate high school.
Wow.
You know façon que you arrive gen status ça. C'est assurance de vie que parents yo te mette sous yo même immediately after they were born.
Wow.
When I say immediately, the father would be in the room, mom would have the baby, and then the next day, life insurance is on that baby.
Wow.
Ou di sa ba yon famille haïtienne yo kap di ouvre petit moyen.
Et pour qu'ils soient mettre assurance
Son timoun.
Yep.
C'est premier bagay yo
Yeah.
di. Mais yo connaît que li important let si moun nan fête. Ou mettez en assurance de vie sous lui-même pour li capable commencer ville futile sous yon plateforme qui secure
financially. You got it, madame Cité. Là, je compte ça m'bral fait kounya. Là, m'bral jouer spot, m'bral jouer the old fashion parce que spot ça seulement belle. Autrefois moi wap tande, n'a dit you know, Brother Roland did a great job on that spot, man. Brother Roland, man, shout out to you, brother.
Yes.
And but we can't. I want to say a special good evening, good afternoon to my dear brother Yvan et qui lui-même a invité nous et dans un grand concert, c'est ça. C'est le 11 décembre. Let me speak English, okay? Décembre. Madame, excusez-moi. Did I say décembre?
Yes, you did.
Décembre. Me corriger les amis. Madame Chilek bon côté maintenant, il m'a parlé français du décembre. Eh bien, en autant des spots là.
Concert fundraising pour continuer construction l'église là en Haïti. Date concert bénédiction ça c'est dimanche 11 décembre 2022 de 7h à 10h PM. Ou prend la misère avec belle performance les semeurs de Fort Lauderdale, Sister Lynn Fanos, Sister Nana Cadet, Pasteur Marie Nicolas from Jehovah Jireh Praise Team, Pasteur Kinsey Saint-Île, la poétesse Anne L'Homme-Histoire, Passion Glorifiée Praise Dance, Sister Simone Alfred, Faith Temple Choir of Boca Raton and Brother J. Ambiance socio-spirituelle savoir animée par le MC dynamique et comique T-Sony Star. L'argent payé pour concert la prenne aider fin bâtir l'église là en Haïti. Admission $30 adulte Timoun $15. Songez le grand concert de bénédiction de fundraising de Ministry Jehovah Jireh a fait dimanche 11 décembre 2022 à 7h PM le Faith Temple Church of Boca 2350 West Yamato Road, Boca Raton, Florida, 33 431. Votre lab déjà ouvert à 6h PM. Sponsored by Hannibal 360, Dr. Gessner Deus, Rehabilitation Center, MediPlus Clinic, Lozette Bien-Aimé, Dr. Volma, Omni Trinity Chiropractic Care, Dr. Michelin Félix, Shekinah Family Centers, Rico's Auto Repair, Delray Beach. Si vous voulez par une donation, allez sur le site www.jjfaithministries.org ou Gabay Axel ou Cash App 561 767 1784.
So Brother J Esco paré pour danser dans spectacle ça qui a fait qui date là
Le 11
décembre. Yes.
Ou dit le plus bien passé. Qui date madame CJ?
11 décembre
C'est ça.
2022 à
7h
PM.
Qui côté?
Brother J a dans Faith Temple Church of Boca
Raton. Yes.
Yes.
Faith Temple Church of Boca Raton. I think the address is
2350 West Yamato Road, Boca Raton, Florida. 2350
yes.
West Yamato Road, Boca Raton, Florida. 2350 West Yamato Road, Boca, Florida. Brother J a là ensemble avec l'autre artiste et performance Sunday. It's going to be on a Sunday.
It's going to be on a Sunday.
11 décembre 2022.
Yes.
Brother J chanté La pluie poko fin
Et
tombe.
attends-nous, la pluie poko fin tombe, tant que t'as marre encore.
Yes.
Au Seigneur besoin côté pour me parler. So madame CJ, et ça nous va le faire avant que nous quittions ou continuer parce que nous t'avons aimé ou faut parler de comment business la marché. Très très important comme business la marché. Alors et nous prenons et on pose ensemble avec et un peu comme dit nous ça ou qui eux même et pardonner en RCC Radio Connexion Chrétienne. Alors nous sommes radio 24 sur 24 mais chaque dimanche nous parle. Même nous content moment surprise je dis chérie m'a participé dans
Thanksgiving show
today. Et au moment ça me donne content. Eh bien et pendant la célébrer Thanksgiving on nous
Non moi c'est Ricardo Paul. Office nous c'est Type Services. Nous fait taxes, immigration, traduction et recherche documents. Nous fait notariat public et nous fait divorce symptômes. Adresse office là, c'est 101 Nord-Ouest 15e place, Pompano Beach, Florida, 33060. 101 Nord-Ouest 15e place, Pompano Beach, Florida, 33060. Office nous ouvert du lundi au vendredi. Nous ouvert de 9h à 6h. Les samedis, nous travaillons sous apprêtement seulement. Vous pouvez brûler l'office là dans 954 586 43 51. 954 586 43 51. Vous pouvez contacter me direct sur Célam 754 367 10 46. 754 367 1046. Nous dit merci à votre Dieu qui est passé dans l'office là pour avoir fait nous parler avec l'audience noire. Thank you. Merci.
On a dit merci avec Ricardo et tout de suite nous allons proposer avec Marlin Tuning
Cherchez
Center.
l'école du programme LPN, serrez-les tout de suite Marlin Tuning Center. Non, 754 367 02 22 754 367 02 22. Kouno qui a une licence LPN, non, un an seulement. C'est docteur, registered nurse, RN, avec license practical nurse, LPN qui teach classe et a fait pratique avec vous, et puis guide dans préparation state test là. Yon façon pour qu'elle travaille rapide presto et fait l'agent. Pour information et inscription, les Marlin Tuning Center, non 754 367 02 22. The program contains nursing theory and clinical instructions in both medical and surgical nursing. Pour inscrire, passez dans 2701 West Oakland Park Boulevard, Oakland Park. Ou relais dans 754 367 02 22. 754 367 02 22. Ou chercher l'école qui programme
on aime parler nous de Maxon déjà. Bon, ça pas empêcher m'expliquer nous avantage qui gagne nous prend service dans mais parce que dans côté health insurance yo c'est number 1 ou besoin health insurance Obamacare pendant toute ton année max 1 ou bien problème avec assurance ou 3 ou pas contre comment pour changer ou besoin changer plan max 1 dernier point m'a touché pour m'aller ou pas ta aimer c'est l'arrivée l'hôpital là pour faire tête chaud parce qu'on pas assurance pour pas payer un paquet bill sorti Max One y a bon toute explication moi mais j'ai accueilli yo parler toute langue ou comment ça me dit là avant moi l'autre bois me dit ham kumba yo dit ham cham fait ou après parler Chinese so pas stupide kounya les numéros ça parce que Max One c'est lié yo bon service n'importe langue ou parler y a PD ou en ou a jeune bon plan dans mais pendant tout ton année so pas stupide mais numéro a bon Dieu ben nous là yo chita dans Commercial Boulevard mais adresse là relé ou kounya bye bye.
Welcome to Max One, your insurance agency, where your family's health is our priority number 1. A team of licensed professionals to help you all year long. Health insurance, life insurance, taxes, personal and business taxes. We take this very seriously. As far as your health insurance, talking about quality coverage at the right price with big companies such as Embedded, Oscar, and Bright Health. Always at your service. Do not wait. One number, 954-909-5123. On the web, right here. Remember, Max One always got your back.
Got your back. Well, we are back.
We are back.
We are back.
On
we
this
are back.
special Thanksgiving show.
Yes, and we want to say thank you to all our friends who are watching. We have the mayor,
City of North Lauderdale.
City of North Lauderdale, Mayor Ann Zaide, Anna, who's watching. We want to say a special good afternoon to you, Madam Mayor, and we're so glad to have you on.
Yes.
Yes, you are listening to RCC, Radio Christian Connection. Not only listening, but you are listening and watching.
Yes.
RCC, Radio Christian Connection, with Brother J and Madam CJ. And it's a pleasure for us to be with you once again. Madam CJ, it's Thanksgiving time. So I need for you to go ahead and share a verse with us that has to do with Thanksgiving. And while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and play a selection for us. There we go. While the song is being played. Yes.
Okay, and so the verse that I'd like to share with everyone this special Sunday is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 18. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you.
Wow. Give thanks in all circumstances.
All circumstances.
For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you.
Yes.
So, in other words, it doesn't matter what circumstances you are in as we speak. Give thanks.
Give thanks. Oh, amen.
Just give thanks.
Amen.
Give thanks.
What you're going through right now, you may feel like you're the only one that's going through it. You may feel that why you? You may feel like, how can it? Give thanks.
Give thanks.
One great thing about social,
that's okay. Go ahead,
about social media, it shows you people that doesn't have arms, that doesn't have legs.
Yes.
That you would think it's impossible for them to live, but they are doing extraordinary things.
They are.
You have your hands. You have your feet. You can do more than extraordinary things.
Yes.
So because of that,
give thanks. The other day, I'm watching this guy who was playing the drum with his legs, with his feet, on the drum, playing the drum. No hands.
Amazing.
Yes.
And this is why we must give thanks.
C'est dans lui-même.
You like that?
Yes.
You did.
Zami famille, qui branche captain de nous. Nous la live, Madame CJ, Brother J. Ouais. Priez à monter, grâce la descendre.
Priez à monter, grâce la descendre. Priez à monter, grâce la descendre. Priez à monter, grâce la descendre. Priez à monter, grâce la descendre. Jésus, c'est ça lieu.
Et c'est ça, Madame CJ.
Yes.
Give us a little overview of how the business is going.
Well, I'm excited.
You're excited.
I'm so excited, as we spoke a little bit earlier. The first quarter of this year, I was determined. There was a few things that I wanted to accomplish.
Right.
I wanted on my birthday for July. I did not want to stay in the zip code.
In this zip code. And you went to another zip code.
I went to another zip code because those are all the plans that I was planning for the 4 quarters of the year.
You had
and yes, and I wanted to also join the gym to be consistent. And I did that. That was something that I wanted to do.
And you know what? I see a big difference. Trust me.
Yes, and I see a big difference too.
More by, it's like you on the go.
I'm on the go. That's
yes,
right.
More energy and yes.
Yes. So that's two things. And the third thing that I wanted to for this year, I'm working towards it. And the fourth quarter is the quarter that's the most crunch time, is the most important time. And I'm just announcing right now, look, keep watching.
Keep watching.
Keep listening.
Keep watching.
Because there's great things that's coming for the new year, because I've been preparing for this. In the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, and now we're in the fourth quarter.
And the thing
I'm
is,
excited.
you were with Madam CJ in the first quarter.
Yes.
You were there in the second. You stay there in the third, not the fourth quarter. Do not leave before the game is over.
That's right.
Because at the end,
you never know.
You never know.
You never know what's gonna happen.
You remember the Heat game? 28 seconds. Everyone thought it was over.
Done. It was done.
All of a sudden, bam! Psh, overtime. Overtime.
That's right. That's
you know,
right.
So it's not over until it's over. And Madam CJ is asking you to please just wait.
Yes,
you see how excited she is?
Yes.
You're gonna be more excited.
Yeah, you're gonna be more excited when you see
when you see that
all the things that I've been working on, and I've been just pushing forward.
It's a project.
It's a project
that's being built.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't have to worry about Madam CJ doing anything other than insurance, because a lot of people start this business. It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not.
A lot of people start it, and there's many reasons why they won't continue it. And I understand all the reasons, but I'm going to tell you right now, until the Lord says, Madam CJ, I want you to go this direction, I'll be doing life insurance.
You know what? I want to share this. I wanted to share something with the audience today, and I'm like, okay, Madam CJ is going to be with us, maybe no time. But you know what? I'm just going to say it just because of what you just said. You know, in life, I remember I used to say, babe, I would like to see one day that you have a title, you know, and you were praying and fasting and asking God, what is that title would be? And it's good to have someone in your life, like a husband or wife, who cares
like
about
you, that speak life, that speak. Yes.
You know, so the first question in life is, who am I? Who am I? You got to know who you are. And if you have not found out who you are, you need to pause and say, wait a minute. I'm 20 years old. I'm 45 years old, but yet I don't know who I am yet. You need to find out. Ask yourself, who am I? And once you find out who you are, the second question that you need to ask yourself, who do I belong to? Because being here didn't happen in the Big Bang. Someone put you there. And that someone is God.
Yes.
Even though you were born through a father and a mother, but you belong to God. So ask yourself, who do I belong to? And the third question is, if I am here, I belong to God. Why am I here? The reason why my Creator put me on earth. In other words, what is your purpose in life? And I strongly believe that you have found out who you are, you have found out who you belong to, and you have found your purpose in life, which is to help people.
I love helping people.
You love helping people?
Yes, and you put it so eloquently. It's just, you spoke that you spoke it into existence, really, because when we had the conversation, I was in a job for over, we were a family. We were literally a family, and then for all of a sudden that to change, and I really didn't know which direction. But throughout my career, I've met so many people that actually kind of guided me on remembering what they would put into my mind.
Yes.
And then when you and I spoke about it, and you were like, you know what? Why don't you just go and get your license?
That's right.
And you were like, you know what? here's the card. I think you gave me a card.
Yes.
I think you said, here's the
Yeah,
card.
we had some money came in, and then I'm like, baby,
here's the card. Go call the school, make an appointment, and just do it.
And you did.
And you know what? I went there not knowing what a challenge it would be because I was out of school for many years.
I know.
So, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna go to school, take tests, and be done. Oh my goodness! When I got those 3 books, I was like, okay. But thankfully, I'm a person that loves to read.
Yes.
So I just read. I just kept on reading, and eventually, yes, I took my the test from the school first, and then I had to take another test to actually get my license.
Yes.
When I passed that test, I couldn't even drive that day. Remember?
I
I had to call you.
Yes, I remember when you passed that test, and I was coming from work.
Yeah.
And I got that call from you, and you said, "Baby,
I passed that test." I was shaking.
Just, baby, I don't know if the lady in there, or I don't know if it was
the guy.
I don't know if he made a mistake. Maybe I was somebody else. I don't know, but he said I passed the test. I'm like, babe, if he said you passed and you just took the test, you must pass the test. My wife said, babe, I cannot drive.
I could not drive.
She could not drive.
I could not drive.
You need to come and get me.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was like, you see.
And you were really close to where I was because
exactly.
we didn't even plan it.
Exactly.
We didn't even,
I think less than 5 minutes I was there.
Yeah.
You know, it's good though when your wife accomplished something or when your husband accomplished something great for you to celebrate with them.
Yes.
And even if, you know, the fact that they take the initiative to do something with their lives, even when my wife did not pass the test, I didn't make her feel bad.
Yeah.
Or why did you take that test? You didn't pass. No. I said, babe, you didn't pass it the first time. There is a reason.
Yeah.
Don't give up on it. Go ahead and take it again.
Yeah.
Trust me, the next time around, you're going to pass that test.
Yeah.
You know, always speak positivity. Always speak life. It's like, it's just make the person want to do more.
Yes.
You know, and it's a great thing. And what? How many years?
5 years.
5 years. Wow. It's been 5 years already?
Yes.
How? It's been 5 years already.
5 years, yes. And I love helping people.
And yes.
I just love when I sit with my clients, I always say that they are prospects. And then once I sit with them, they become clients. I have yet to sit with someone and they'll be like, you know what? No, I'll call you, and they never call. I have yet, because I give them so much information that they never knew. They just never knew. And they've had policies. They have family members that have policies. But one of the biggest things, and I'm going to share because I know with time.
Yes.
The biggest thing is that when you buy a life insurance policy.
Yes, go ahead and talk.
When you buy a life insurance.
Multitask.
Yes. When you buy a life insurance policy, you have to know if within the time of the policy death happens, you still get the face amount. And when I explained to people that, they were like, what do you mean? I said, yes. There are policies when you take it, if you die within a certain amount of time, you do not get the face amount. And that is the biggest thing that I find that people don't know. If there is one thing I can say, because people, they would get a policy, a loved one would pass, and they're like, I'm waiting for the check. The check didn't come. It only came for a certain amount. And they're like, what happened? When they call the agent, well, yeah. You know, the person died before 5 years. So, yeah, we can't give you the face amount. They're like, but why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me?
Yes.
And you know, and most people say this. They say, well, if you had told me, then I would have known. But the fact that you did not tell me, you gave me the policy under the pretense that if something happens, I'm going to get the full amount. You did not tell me.
That's something that you need to talk about it more, because it's so important.
It's so important.
When someone think that, okay, I have a $50,000 policy, and then you didn't tell them that there is a period of time that the policy has to that you have to wait in order to get the full amount, right?
Yes.
The full face value of the policy, and you don't tell them, and then before you know it, the person probably, God forbid, the person died 2-3 months or a year after. Let's say it's that period of time did not mature yet in order for them to receive the face value of the policy. All of a sudden, bam. When they call and they're like, okay, you're not going to get, so this,
it's disappointing.
It's like, it's so disappointing.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, and that's why we
and
always to tell the truth.
And you know what? And I spoke with the person that happened to. She was like, you know what, Carmen? I was just so shocked, surprised. I just did not what to do. And she said, you know what? Because of that, it emptied my bank account.
Wow, of course.
It emptied my bank account, and still today, she's still trying to recover because she thought she had a policy that would cover the expenses, and it did not happen. And that's, if again, I'm going to say this: if there's one thing that I hear in the community, is that the agent did not give the information. And I tell people all the time, the insurance book, I didn't write it. I read it and I believe what's in it. And I'm going to give you the information. I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to take away from it. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, why it is, and that's what it is. I'm not going to hide it because I want a commission. I'm not going to hide it because I want something more from you. Listen, I'm doing this to help you, not because I cannot pay my bills. It's because I am building something because I know you need it. Some people want to do it because, oh my goodness, they want to grab onto somebody.
It's the commission,
Yeah, they want to grab onto someone, and then they want to get what it is, what they get, and then they feel good. And I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, it's always good in everything that you do to just be honest with people.
Yes, be honest.
You will never lose a customer if you're honest with your customer, because then you tell them everything up front.
Yes.
They know. They don't have to be like,
it's no surprise.
There's no hiding, it's no surprise. It's like, you just have to be honest. And I like the way you're, and I'm saying this, it's not because you're my wife. And if I have seen anything, babe, I would have told you, babe, no.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yes.
That's me.
Yes.
Ma meto chita, parce que, étant que mari ou, nous sommes papa beau, d'abord, m'bral parler avec ou, tant que c'est petite fille.
Yes.
D'ailleurs, m'pi grand basso. Vous comprenez? L'aime parler avec ou, tant cousin, m'pa parler avec ou, tant cousin mi. Vous comprenez? L'aime pour m'parler avec ou, comprendre, tant que mari, m'pa parler avec ou, tant que mari. L'aime parler avec ou, tout tant que pasteur, parler avec ou, tant que pasteur. Ça tu me fier parce que je joue tout ça dans la vie.
Moi me fier parce que vous jouez au ça dans la vie. Parce que m'pas penser t'es capable de jouer un autre monde qui t'a joué au ça dans la vie. So yes, I'm grateful for that.
Yes, and,
thankful for that.
No problem. And I like the way you do your thing. On va dans des témoignages. Oh, ça évite de gagner mon leur sorti côté eux qu'on relève. Ça me madame on pas fait Haïti. Et puis il parle créole bien comme ça, il bien exprimé comme ça.
They're nice. You're nice. You're nice.
Oh my God. The thing is, les wa ba yon information qui vérité, quelle que soit la langue qu'on va bailler information ou prend son pour bailler et puis tout ça qui on dit tout c'est que ou prend son pour tendre questions yo. Ou tendre des questions yo et puis si toute la fois une question posée ou pas de réponse non pour you right there and then
ou déjà connaît qui est monde m'a parlé
Google.
No, my managers.
Oh, moi c'est Google.
No.
C'est moi le Google.
No.
Même c'est des monde
manager moi.
Connais pas manager moi c'est vrai ou les manager. Moi do I'm going manager. You a manager?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll talk about that.
Yes.
So Nathan calls Suze avec calls Suze avec Regine. Unfortunately, I've not heard from them. C'est Suze et Regine nous pas attendent aujourd'hui hein. Et comme c'est Thanksgiving, nous pas connaître si son break que on prend, mais nous pas attendre.
Il y a préparé turkey hein. Ou qu'on faut yo retirer turkey dans glace.
Oh really?
Yes, faut retirer dans glace, faut que chita et then après ça qu'on y a là pour les capables bien saisonner, on connaît.
C'est ça.
Faut que les saisonner pour un jour, vous comprenez? On va retirer le jeudi après c'est dimanche, qu'on y a la à glace à sortir là dans le lundi, qu'on y a dans mardi, qu'on y a là il y a saisonner, qu'on y a mercredi.
Madame CJ.
Yo dit non.
Bon, mais on dit yo fin saisonner.
Yo fin saisonner Turkey.
Okay. Let me turn the phone on. There we go. Et Régine dit pas qu'on pour Suzy, lui même pas la guitare season.
Moi c'est ça me connaît.
Yes, pas la guitare c'est dit pas qu'on pour même Madame CJ.
Oh no,
pas la même guitar season getting ready.
Yes.
Regine, how you doing?
I'm good. Bonsoir, Brother J. Bonsoir, Madame CJ. Bonsoir, tout le monde. Donc, on est que dans le temps. C'est toujours moi-même, Régine, avec Suzy, qui rentre la caillou dans le rubrique qui gagne pour petite information communautaire. Et moi, pas joindre Suzy après-midi. Bon, pas de problème. Je vais rentrer avec quelques informations que moi gagne pour nous. OK, dans Broward School Board, qui gagne un programme de tutoring qui pourra commencer les samedis, qui était supposé commencer samedi 13 là. Bon, et il postpone jusqu'à 3 décembre. OK, samedi 3 décembre. Et côté, c'est là ça que le programme ça a commencé. Et third grade, élève 3e grade après rencontrer 8h30 pour 11h30 du matin, 8e grade pour 9h30 pour midi 30 et 11e à 12e grade pour aussi 9h30 pour midi 30 et puis il y a servi au breakfast et snacks et puis transportation à limited transportation. Pour nous capables d'enregistrer petit non dans le programme ça côté que y a besoin leçon gratis, tutoring gratis. Vous êtes capable de rentrer sur le site browardschools.com/successsaturdays. Encore, c'est browardschools.com/successsaturdays. Et moi, encourager nous pour nous être capable de mettre Timonio pour être capable de bénéficier de programme ça. OK? Et nous gagnons, bon, déjà, nous disons Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Et nous gagnons Calvary Chapel Church, Calvary Chapel Fort Lauderdale, si on a besoin de manger dans le jour ça, et qui a bien plat et préparé pour mon yo, et bien Aldi's too, Thanksgiving meals with Aldi's a bien meals tout que y a baimon, mais c'est pour capable enregistrer avec Eventbrite pour capable joindre et dîner dans Aldi's yo. OK? So, c'est encore Calvary Chapel, Fort Lauderdale, et puis Aldi's. Et puis, gagner tout et food distribution en groceries. Chaque troisième mardi dans le mois, gagne food distribution de 9h à midi dans Multipurpose Auditorium qui est situé dans 4340 Nord-Ouest 36e Street du côté de Fort Lauderdale. OK, du côté de Fort Lauderdale, et nous gagnons North Fork Community Tour qui a fait un 6e annual Turkey Community Drive, côté que y a bien d'aide pour capable distribuer by mon en communauté. Eh bien, c'est encore North Fork Community, téléphone de contact, mais yo pas mettre adresse, mais téléphone de contact pour nous capable demander qui côté que et distribution a fait, c'est 954 740 21 46. Encore, c'est 954 740 21, soit 21 46. Moi-même, pas comme pour mon yo, moi-même, moi, dis que den femme n'a déjà saisonné et n'attend jeudi, si Dieu veut, pour nous frapper. Bonsoir tout le monde. Encore, Happy Thanksgiving. À la prochaine. Bonsoir, Brother J.
Merci Régine, et je suis content et vous avez la possibilité et pour te monter ensemble avec nous et jeudi et bon, c'est sûr nous pas attendre lui et m'a balanticole quand même pour me connaître et comment lier. But listen, I just want to tell you how grateful I am to have you every Sunday to come on and inform the community, Régine.
Yes, thank you so much. My pleasure.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
thank you, c'est nous-mêmes qui pour dire merci parce que vous mettez micro ça en disposition nous chaque dimanche pour nous capables de faire travail ça.
Yes, and it will always be open for as long as God allows me to have the breath of life within me.
Okay, thank you.
God bless you. Bye-bye, Regine. Same to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Mesdames, messieurs, à côté RCC, Radio Connexion Chrétienne, yon radio évangélique qui fait la différence. Non, pas M. Frank Joseph. Et c'est toujours un plaisir avec nous aujourd'hui. Nous avons une chose spéciale ensemble avec Madame CJ. Eh bien, et nous dit tout le monde qui attend de nous, restez là parce que nous connaissons chaque dimanche après-midi, nous portons pour vous RCC News. RCC News qui préparé et présenté par Abner Clevo. Eh bien, et n'a invité vous participer ensemble avec nous tout, non, bien sûr, et l'église Calvary Chapel, Notre-Dame branche créole, là, c'est chaque dimanche après-midi, nous gagnons service à partir de 5h jusqu'à 7h. So, n'a demandé où pour venir participer ensemble avec nous après-midi encore. Avant que nous quittions avec nouvelle, en autant de
Gyro Faith Ministries a présenté un concert fundraising pour continuer construction l'église là en Haïti. Date concert bénédiction ça, c'est dimanche 11 décembre 2022 de 7h à 10h PM. Ou prend la misère avec belle performance les semeurs de Fort Lauderdale, Sister Lynn Fanos, Sister Nana Cadet, Pasteur Marie-Nicolas from Jehovah Jireh Praise Team, Pasteur Kenzie Saint-Île, la poétesse Anne L'Homme-Histoire, Passion Glorifiée Praise Dance, Sister Simone Alfred, Faith Temple Choir of Boca Raton, and Brother Jay. Ambiance socio-spirituelle animée par le MC dynamique et comique T-Sony Sam. L'argent payé pour concert la prenne aider fin bâtir l'église là en Haïti. Admission $30 adulte, Timoun $15. Songez le grand concert de bénédiction de fundraising de Ministry Jehovah Jireh après dimanche 11 décembre 2022 à 7h PM, le Faith Temple Church of Boca, 2350 West Yamato Road, Boca Raton, Florida, 33431. Votre lab déjà ouvert à 6h PM. Sponsored by Hannibal 360, Dr. Kesnel Teus, Rehabilitation Center, MediPlus Clinic, Lozette Bien-Aimé, Dr. Volma, Omni Trinity Chiropractic Care, Dr. Michelin Félix, Shekinah Family Centers, Rico's Auto Repair, Delray Beach. Si vous voulez une donation, allez sur le site www.jjfaithministries.org ou Kabay Axel ou Kachap 561 767 1784.
Et c'est comme ça, on attend tout le monde le 11 décembre avec et Pasteur Yvain, oui, qui a invité tout le monde 11 décembre pour venir participer ensemble avec lui dans grand Coquin Chain concert ça, qui a fait le 11 décembre dans Adessa 2350 West Yamato Road dans Boca Raton. Oui, c'est 2350 West Yamato Road dans la Coupe et Boca Raton, Florida. Eh bien, c'est dans l'église Faith Temple Church qui dirigé par Pasteur Salomon Michel. Encore, mesdames, messieurs, les arrivées côté nous pourrons permettre qu'il y ait autant de nouvelles ensemble avec Abner Clevo. Pas déplacer, restez là. The news is next.